had to change the setting over here, but now the video is running. Video is running for sure. And the audio is running now, too. Okay.
Dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun. Hold on a minute.
Mike, my mic squared.
No, don't talk.
Squared,
don't talk.
Squared.
Fuck, that didn't work.
No!
Hold on. Give me a minute. We're still running. We're just not recording the audio.
Wise producer.
Just not recording audio. I have to jump to a different track.
Oh, God.
No. You'll be ready. Okay.
It's going to be Rocky. It's going to be Rocky.
Let's just delete that stuff in the
beginning. It's totally going to
anyway.
be the Rocky music. I fucking know
dun,
you.
Dun, 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 dun. That's funny because all this is on the video, but not on audio.
Oh.
You know, like look at Cigar Hustler, for example, right?
It's Mr.
Cigar
Skip
Hustler
Martin.
doesn't have the millions of dollars that some of these guys have had over time to develop, you know, these really fancy big websites and shipping logistics areas and all those things. But from the very beginning, Cigar Hustler's like, look, I'm going to bring this cigar in. There's people all over the country that I can connect with for free through social media. And if they want it, I can get them to buy it from me because the people local to them don't sell it. Then I'm going to do that. And Cigar Hustler has grown because of that, right? Now, are they as big as Corona? No. Are they as big as Famous? No. But they do a pretty decent chunk of their business by sending stuff to people who want it.
All right, that was Mr. Skip Martin. Michael he was talking about was not you.
Rosales?
No, another shop. That was from El Oso Fumar last night with Mr. Bear Duplessis.
Yes.
Yeah, she's.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. I passed out last night, man. I was just done.
Oh, I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was actually asleep, and then somebody tagged us in this. It was Mr. Matt Fry.
Yes.
Yeah, he tagged us in it. So I thought it was something about our show. So I turned it on when I was laying in bed, put in my little AirPod, but I didn't know that thing was on until 12:30 last night.
Yeah.
Oh, very late show.
But he's 100% correct.
He is.
We're a small operation. We're efficient in what we do. We've met a lot of people over social media, and you know, if their local shops don't have product, we
right. They were talking about Skip was talking about people who get into the industry and don't do it right. They're just using excuses.
Yeah, of course. Oh man, we just had that conversation with other people using excuses.
Yes. I was also tagged last night 3 times that it was my birthday during the show. I imagine I'm getting confused with Mr. Rosales.
Oh, happy birthday,
it's his
Mike.
birthday. But if I'm going to get confused for a Mike, you
might as well
be Mr. Rosales.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was on last night. Appreciate Skip saying nice things about the shop. So we just got back from Philly, Michael.
It's very sweet of him.
It was very nice. He spoke very nice. It was hard to find. It was like a 2-minute blurb.
Right. In 3 hours of content.
In 3 hours of content. That's right. Very hard to find.
You know, I appreciate you going the extra mile for production. I mean, you know, you're amazing.
I turned it on. Well, considering last week I fucked up and everybody got to meet Stan. Stan's got quite the following now.
And here you have redeemed yourself.
I've redeemed myself.
It's amazing.
No. I turned it on this morning when the first thing I got up and just let it run with the ear pad in my head when I was doing the last minute things for the tile guy. Till I came on and I was like, you gotta find a phone.
Where's the time?
What's the time? Time stamp.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So yeah, we got back from Philly. We went to the streets of Philadelphia. Isn't that the song?
I have no idea. I know there's a movie called Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Yes.
Yeah,
that is the movie poster we're using this week.
Oh, good.
Oh no, you should see it though. It worked out very well. I just finished it off a little while ago. Needed no help this week from my production team.
So where do you want to start with our trip to Philadelphia?
Why don't we start with the boarding pass problem, Michael, when we went to leave? Since you were causing quite the problem for me.
What was the board? There wasn't a boarding pass problem.
Yes,
we were there 7 hours beforehand to keep you happy.
No.
Why don't we start there?
No. Were we there 7 hours beforehand? We were there 2 hours beforehand.
And then I got the leave.
And 23 people voted with me that, yes, you need to get there early, not right at the last minute.
Well, do those people travel a lot?
I don't know, but
I got questions.
Okay, but I used to travel a lot, so you would not tell me our boarding number, what group we were in, when the plane was even going to leave, or where my seat was. Because you
it's on the plane.
Yes, on the plane, because you have it on your phone. It was causing me a great deal of anxiety.
I know, and I just want you to know when I saw that, it just
man,
I just fucking loved it.
So Michael fell asleep. He's sitting there.
I did. Took a little nappy poo
because it was, and they were boarding. 1 and 2 was already boarding, and he's still asleep. So I thought I have 2 options. I let Michael sleep, and we missed the flight just to prove my point.
Nah, I wouldn't have missed it.
Or I take my ID over to the desk and I get my own boarding pass.
No, that wasn't what you were doing. You
I
weren't
did.
going in consideration of me sleeping. You're like, you know what?
No, it had nothing to do with you
Okay,
sleeping.
I'm gonna
I was,
figure
it was,
this out.
That's right.
I'm gonna know exactly where I'm supposed to be sitting.
That's right.
I'm gonna know what
The
my
lady-
boarding number is.
The lady goes, can I help you, sir? And I flash my ID. Go, can you print me a boarding pass? She goes, print a boarding pass.
Yeah.
Okay. She really didn't want to do it
It's like this is.
because she left right after she printed my boarding pass, so she was gone. Yeah, just
She's like, God damn
fine,
it.
whatever. You have a phone in your hand, sir.
Right. Oh well, you don't have the app.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a little anxiety for me to start the trip.
Which I loved.
Yes, you were having quite a lot of fun with that.
Yes. Okay. And then the plane ride was uneventful, right?
Yes.
I watched Terminator. It was terrible.
Right.
It was
And
terrible.
then, I had downloaded a Mel Gibson movie on my phone, which
Yeah.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed.
Edge of Darkness.
Edge of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
I
an
mean,
older one.
It's nice
but-
that you're catching up from circa 1993.
Well, I hadn't seen it. Well, really the only ones that I guess I could use Netflix too, but it's not really my Netflix in my house. So I downloaded videos on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So
Whatever.
um,
It worked out.
yes, but the flight home, no anxiety. You still didn't give me my boarding pass.
I
was much more relaxed. No, much more relaxed on the way home.
Wait, you're jumping ahead. You just skipped the whole trip. I mean,
Well, there was a lot in the middle, which we will go over. But
Okay,
I was
'cause,
just.
you were still edgy and had anxiety in the first
No,
morning.
you weren't as mean about it. Let's just say you
Uh-huh.
weren't as mean about it on the way. I mean, you did tell me we were in boarding group 4, and
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I surrendered a little
you
bit.
surrendered a
Well,
little.
there's two things there. For one, earlier in that morning, 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yes, we got up at. Okay, wait. Then let's just not get. I forgot about all that too.
Oh,
So
you don't want to talk about that
we'll
stuff?
just say we'll just save that till we get to it. Then.
Okay. So we got we went to our rental.
We landed in Philly. Went to the rental car.
we landed in Newark.
Newark. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Landed in Newark.
We
had
found
to.
the one rental car with these,
Yes, there are several. There are
with the
several things
requirements.
yes, requirements. Thank you. Those are the word
Yes.
requirements. So yes, you did make me check the entire row while you stood next to the car with the sunroof.
because you didn't want somebody to steal it.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
It was. I wasn't like, hey, go do. Oh,
It
I'm
was
glad,
very-
that, I'm glad
it was-
that you took it that way.
I took it that way. Like, hey, boy, go check the
No,
cards for me.
I said,
there.
you want to go check the other ones, but like, it's with National, it's Thunderdome, man. They come out there, and if you're not in that
Yeah,
car,
if you're not in the car, it's
even if you leave your luggage
It's
in
not
the,
yours.
let's say your luggage is in the trunk, they don't know. They're
You're
just,
taking
your
off
car's
and you're
gone. Like, hey, So that's why I stood there.
So, but we really didn't need the sunroof because it was too damn cold to
Yes.
smoke in the car.
It was, but we still did
We still did
allegedly.
once, I think, maybe.
Yeah, one time.
The giant FQ Churchill.
Yeah, it was a Churchill,
Yes.
so it was a commitment.
It was a commitment.
We did
there.
a good
It was
job.
Very cold. It was daytime, but
Yeah.
at nighttime, windows are not going down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we landed and we drove to Delaware State Line Cigar Lounge.
My boy Lou Liga.
So Mr. Lou Liga, I got to meet Lou Liga, and there was a couple there celebrating their anniversary. Do you remember their names?
Yes.
Good, because I didn't write it down.
Rosemary, and John, Honest John.
Honest John, that's right.
That's my other phone.
They were very nice.
Yeah.
We were there till well after closing.
Yes, we were.
Yes, and then we jumped in the car and drove back.
It was cool because we had like a good conversation with them. We covered a lot of stuff. We really did.
Yes.
Star Trek and all types of shit.
She's evidently a cigar Instagram person herself.
Yeah, I
apparently.
believe it.
So yeah, she knew.
She knew her shit.
She knew what she was talking about. She
I'm like,
did.
okay, so you know what's up,
She did.
which is awesome.
Yes. So then we drove back.
Mhm.
We got back to the hotel about 10:40, I think it was.
Yeah, Lou did bring up the House Bill, whatever, yada yada, passing, and
Oh, we did briefly talk about that. I have that later for the news, but
Okay,
it's
all right.
very very involved. That we been on time. We might not get to it.
okay, all right.
'Cause we have other
Well, don't
things.
forget about Pat, the owner of State Line. He hung out with us too.
That's true. Yes,
Yeah.
he did. He did. Yes.
Yeah. Good guy.
There was a couple other gentlemen in the room also.
Yeah.
The one gentleman way in the corner was just smoking a cigar. He looked very tired, like he had come off of
He
work.
didn't want to be bothered.
He didn't want to be bothered. He had security.
You got to know the room.
Security.
When you walk in, you kind of do a hello to everybody, and
Right.
and you see
See who wants to chat.
who wants to bullshit and who's like,
Who wants
you
to
know what, I'm
talk.
good. You just got to know your audience. It's just that simple.
That's right.
So yeah,
So where did we stay the first night? We stayed in Philadelphia.
yeah, we stayed at Hilton in Philly.
We got them to extend the kitchen hours so we could eat finally.
Extend the kitchen hours. Oh no,
We
made
were
it there in
right. We
time.
were right at closing.
I mean, that's the hard part about being on the road, right? Is like, I don't want to eat some bullshit. So when you can finally stop, you really hope that you can make it work as far as what your food options are.
Right.
I get some veggies, some little salmon or some shit. Some chicken.
You ate a lot of salmon on the trip.
I did eat a lot of salmon.
Yeah, no beef.
It's an easy go-to. I really wanted to. It just didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a little late for them to fire up the grill probably.
Like, hey,
throw a steak on.
Can I get a T-bone?
Can you thaw out a T-bone back there maybe in the next 5 minutes?
Hey, this is a business expense. Can I get the aged dry rub 12-year?
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Could you fly one in? And maybe the fresh lobster? Fly the lobster into.
Take the lobster. So yeah, we crashed there. Then
well, the next morning we shared the elevator with that very well-to-do dressed family.
Oh, you marked everything.
Oh, they did
amazing.
Because you could tell the difference in you and I because I thought they smelled like a skunk.
Well, they smelled like weed.
But they smelled like weed. It turned out it was weed. Once you said it, I was like, oh yeah.
Like they smell like a skunk. I don't know if it was them. It could have just been in the elevator.
Well, it followed them as they walked past.
Oh,
me.
did it?
Yeah. So one of them. So
it
was a mother, a father, and a daughter. The daughter was in her late teens, if not early 20s.
Definitely the father.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, it's back in that.
Maybe the poor man had cataracts or something.
Oh sure.
Or maybe he was,
It's for his glaucoma.
His glaucoma.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's what it was.
What are the legalities for weed in Philly?
I have no idea, but it was rampant in several places.
Well, it seemed like he wasn't concerned.
No, and you could smell it a lot of times. We were
a lot of times.
A lot of times there was the smell of the weed.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next morning we went to B&B Cigars.
Yes, we saw Vince.
I was going to say Vinny, but that wasn't right.
Vince Hill.
Vince Hill. Very nice shop.
B&B.
Very nice shop. If he didn't have it, they don't make it. He had quite the selection in there.
He does have a lot of stuff for such a small area.
He does, yes.
Really, he's a good guy.
And we ran into Kyle from LFD.
Yeah.
Gave us a couple of cigars for our daily smokes.
And he said that he likes Postania.
He did. He was familiar with the line. That's right. Yes. Mm-hmm. And he knew my friend Leo. Mm-hmm. So, let's see.
I was smoking that Lennox last night, and then I died. I just fucking passed out on the patio.
You were up late the day we got. Well, I guess we'll get to that. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
And then we went to Smoke Maniac.
We did. Costa and Eli.
Yes, that was
Costa was patient zero at TPE.
Yes,
he got us all sick.
I got I checked us in on Facebook every time we went somewhere, and I got a message from Eric at Dojo that he was patient zero to be careful. And I said he coughed once while we were there. I'm afraid I might die now.
Mm-hmm. Hung out with Sam.
Sam, yes. And
regular. He's a good dude.
For some reason, we had quite the in-depth conversation about kangaroo boxing.
Yes.
That is quite the topic there in the shop. Everybody pulled up videos on their phones and showed us. Evidently, they have a chokehold that they're famous for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now I'll know if I see a kangaroo.
And that was when I started to drop knowledge on kangaroos.
Avoid the... Oh, yes.
I said, did you know that a kangaroo has 3 vaginas?
Nobody believed you.
And Costa's like, no way.
No, they don't.
Look it up. Look that shit up. I'm a plethora of useless knowledge.
Yes. I did enjoy his story about his dog, the half hyena, half wolf, or whatever dog that he had.
That he would let go gallivanting?
That he would let run wild in the hills of somewhere. But
North Carolina, I think?
That might have been. I told that story to my wife last night because we were watching something and there was a dog on it. How his dog had disappeared for several weeks and then came back bloodied. He was already deaf in one ear and blind in one eye or something, and so they followed and then he died shortly after that, and so he followed the blood trail and found 2 dead coyotes.
2 dead coyotes.
That's the way I want to go, Michael.
Killing coyotes?
Something. I want to die quickly from injuries obtained while I took on 2 assailants.
Well, when you get a little older and you start to struggle, I'm going to fucking helicopter drop you in by a grizzly bear.
Oh, as long as I can kill the bear. It's got to be 2 of them, though.
I don't know.
2 bears. I die after, not during.
Oh, you have to die after.
Yes. And then for lunch that day, my mouth's watering just talking about it, Michael. We had
Look at the notes.
Peanut butter and jelly bacon cheeseburger at Lucky's, my new favorite restaurant.
That was a great cheeseburger.
That was amazing.
I tried to replicate it last night. I did not do it.
Oh, see, I've not tried
I was close. I was close.
I have been telling the home family, we need hamburger, peanut butter.
Yes.
And I think it was grape or raspberry jelly, but everybody's saying it was grape. Everybody says
definitely grape.
I think I'm going to try the raspberry. I think it'll give it a little bit more of a kick.
The problem is the jelly that you get from the store isn't as liquidy.
Well, I think they were homemade jelly. Did I hear that?
Like
So,
the consistency for the jelly that I used
know
was
what?
like chunky.
well, you should just stirred it up really good and broke it all up.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it was a jam.
The radar, sir. It's jammed. Yes. Raspberries.
Yes. Let's see. And then later that evening,
Yeah.
because we were only
We were there for a while. We hung out
we
at
were
Maniac.
we there because
we-
the other shops didn't get back to you.
Yeah. We wanted to see go stop by Capelli and Harry's, but they weren't
No
available.
answer.
Yeah.
So did we hang out there for a while? It's a nice place. Very nice.
It was cool.
It was very cool. Very
Very clean.
It was very clean for the
The
way.
humor
it-
was super
way it looked.
efficient. Like shoop.
I didn't go in because I was afraid there might have been some humor on somewhere. Because I understand you have to be keyed in
Yes.
and then you have to be keyed out.
Uh-huh.
So I was afraid if I went in,
You would have been left in there.
I might have been left in there for a short time.
There's
Just-
a push button to unlock.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had to have the card to get out too. So I was like, you know what? I'll just look through the window.
I like that you were nervous the whole time. That's amazing.
I wasn't nervous the whole
Like,
time.
I'm not
but
going
there's-
in there, and they're gonna stick me in there forever.
Well, there's quite the chance for the shenanigans at that point. At my expense, I felt.
Yeah. Can we talk about the car ride after Maniac?
What happened to the car right after, man?
You tried to fall asleep a couple times.
Oh, was that when I found? Yeah.
Did
yeah.
you bring that? You mentioned
I
that in your
told-
notes.
No, but I did tell somebody about that somewhere during the trip. I forget where it was.
Yes.
But yes, I was very tired. I was
So-
very tired, and as a passenger, it's really nothing to do.
Yeah.
So I was cold. I was tired. So I tried to go to sleep.
And I'm
Every time I go to sleep,
yeah.
you'd hit the brakes and scream.
And I go, and then Mr. Palmer would freak out.
And then you
It
go-
was amazing.
Well, the traffic was bad. You were at one point.
So
You were on your phone. You were
Yeah.
eating a salad,
Well, look, man. I got a lot
and I
going
think
on.
talking on the phone and driving with your knees. So,
I got to do what I've got to do. So here's,
I
here's
figured.
the deal.
Well, I figured if I went to sleep too, I would not tense up during
Right.
the crash.
That's what you said. Yeah.
That was it.
Oh,
But you
well-
found a way to make me tense up
Yes.
anyway.
So here's the
So.
deal, Mr. Palmer. You are the worst passenger. You are the absolute epitome of
Oh, my bad
Evil.
passenger.
because everything that was look, we're in Philadelphia, man. Cars gonna be aggressive. You're gonna get close to shit. Like it's gonna happen, and you would just freak out every single. No. I was like, Jesus.
Well, again, it's a control
Like,
problem.
calm
I'm
down.
very rarely the passenger.
I'm like,
in a
oh yeah,
vehicle.
you were having a hard time with it. So the minute after berating me for driving from Newark to Philly, around Philly, the minute that you fell asleep, I took my opportunity. I picked my spot, and I went,
Not only once.
oh yes.
I think
not
there were
only
3
once.
times.
I think it was twice, but we'll go 3
And
times.
then you
It's
finally
fine.
go, no, you can go to sleep.
I'm like, I'll leave you alone now.
I was like, fuck you, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah. But you still went to sleep.
I couldn't help it. I was so tired.
And then I don't understand why you're tired from all the not driving and all the sleeping you were doing.
I wasn't sleeping. You were causing me minor heart attacks.
I don't know, because when I slept in the hotel, there was a chainsaw next to me, and that chainsaw was definitely sleeping.
Very lightly.
Comfortably sleeping.
Very lightly sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
See, and then that night we went to Philadelphia Tobacco Lounge. Is that what it's called?
Philadelphia Cigar Company,
Was that what it's called?
where we had the event.
Philadelphia Cigar. I don't believe that was the correct name.
Hmm.
Could have been. Who knows? But yes, we went there.
Yeah.
It was a little rough.
It was
Place.
rough? It was
The
rough?
crowd,
Tell me.
the crowd was definitely a Philadelphia crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at any moment, a boxing match or a drug deal or poker games could have broke out.
Well,
for
a
any-
poker game broke out. It
did, but that was after
Those
hours,
guys are
really.
older dudes. They ain't boxing. They're
No.
really fucking boxing.
A couple of them look like longshoremen, but I think that's just the dress to keep warm.
Yeah, it's a standard.
You know what? I just rediscovered that I had forgotten because it's been several years since I've lived where it's cold.
Okay.
Jeans are not very warm at all.
Oh, really?
I was freezing from the waist down most
I
of
don't
the
understand
time.
how you're so cold all the time. Wasn't that bad?
Well, you run around in the tank tops or whatever the hell you're wearing in all the photos.
Yeah, I was fine.
I don't think why you brought the jacket. It was more of a hindrance than anything else.
Well, I had to use it at specific times. There were specific times where the jacket was required, like walking to Smoke Maniac,
Well,
in the windy area.
yeah, that was a long walk.
Like I'm like, okay, this is good. But other than that, you
Your
didn't really
Rocky
need it.
Balboa jacket.
My Rocky Balboa jacket, as you say.
Oh.
That's my uncle's jacket, man. He died.
Yeah, you like to throw that in all the time. It's my
Yeah.
dead uncle's jacket.
This is my dead
Oh,
uncle's jacket.
well, I hope you don't die in it then. Could be a,
Be a good
cursed
way to
jacket.
go out. He
Cursed
didn't die in it.
How do
He
you know?
just had it.
Oh, I was picturing you taking off of him in the casket, going, "That's a nice jacket."
I'm gonna take this with me.
I'll take these with me. Remember old Uncle Bob?
Uncle Bob. No, it was Uncle Rick. He was,
Ah, well.
he's a good uncle.
Well, at what Philadelphia Cigar Company or whatever the place is called.
Yeah.
We met Cigar Craig.
Yes, we did.
Has his own website, cigarcraig.com.
Yeah.
He had that for over 10 years, he said.
Yeah. Apparently, he knows a lot of people in the industry.
Apparently
So he sent
does.
me a friend request on Facebook after we met.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good for
And
you.
he's the only guy that I've ever had over 1,000 mutual friends with.
Oh, wow. You guys know all, yeah, evidently you know all the same people.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
That was nice. He had driven over an hour, he said, just to come and see us.
And he's a fan of the podcast. He listens.
Yes. I sat there and had quite the conversation with him while you were doing your
While I was
stuff.
eventing.
You were eventing. Yes. Yes, he's a very nice man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really loud. It's a loud
What
lighter.
what about my boy Ellis Philly? You haven't mentioned him.
Well, he was your boy. I figured you would. And one night, I don't think I ever got his name that night.
So I got to hang out with Ellis, which was really nice.
Yes.
I had a war bear for him. What happened to the war bear, Mike? Let's talk about that.
Oh, you lost him, Mike.
So I sent you. I
Lost.
said, "Hey, do me a favor. Can you go back in the car and get the one war bear that I have for
Well, now wait.
Ellis?"
That was after. Can you go to the car to get the one box of Postañas?
Yeah.
Can you go to the car and get the box of FQs?
Look, man, it comes at a
Can
price.
you
okay?
go to the car and get the bundles that I left in my suitcase under my underwear?
Just for the record, some of the stuff I said I'm going to go, and you're like, no.
Well, you were working. I
I'll
didn't
go.
mind.
I'll
I'm
go,
just
don't-
really
don't-
just sitting there
Right.
at
so,
that point.
So break my balls all you want, pal.
I'm the step and fetch boy on the trips. I don't care.
Step and fetch. So when you went back
to
to
make
go,
myself useful.
so you went to go get the Toro war bear.
Okay, now wait.
What happened?
No, wait, no, wait,
Explain what happened
I am
before
going
you
to
go
explain.
ahead and defend
I am
yourself.
going to explain.
Okay.
Explain why I defend myself. Now, during the course of the day, we had been gifted several cigars from several different people.
Uh-huh.
The same assortment of cigars.
Okay.
So when I saw the bag in the bottom of the trunk,
Uh-huh.
because we had a discussion about where I should put my cigars.
Yes.
So you said just leave them in the trunk, but I think I did
Uh-huh.
actually put them in my bag.
Uh-huh.
But I thought they were drunk. So when I saw the bag, I thought it was my bag of cigars, not
Okay.
your bag of cigars.
Now that you defended your view,
Not my view,
without
I'm just
even explaining what
explaining
happened.
They were in the bottom of the thing, and I picked them up and put them in my bag to get them out of the way,
right?
so I could move all the other stuff
Okay.
around.
So
and look
what
for the
happened,
cigars.
Mike? What tell the listeners?
I
and the
had your
viewers
bag
what happened.
and my bag of cigars in my bag.
Okay. So when you went out to go and look for the Toro war bear,
Yes,
what happened?
I said it wasn't there.
You said it's not here. I've looked
It's not
everywhere.
here. I don't know where it
can't
is.
find
Maybe you left it at Vince's place.
So then I went back and I looked through the car with you. I was like, son of a bitch, I can't find it. I'm like, I put it in the trunk. Let me reach out to Vince. I reached out to Vince. And said, hey, did they leave some cigars there? No, you
'Cause
did not.
I honestly
Sadly,
don't
no.
remember you. I remember you carrying out the few cigars you bought because you bought some cigars that were there for somebody.
Right.
So I don't remember the second bag. So I assumed, well, he just carried out the one bag.
So at the end of the event, after it ended and we're driving down the road, I said to you, they're in your fucking suitcase.
The minute we got to the hotel, I got them out and
And
gave
you
it.
said, what? I go, they're in your suitcase. That's the only place we didn't check. And
That
you
is
tried
true.
to steal it.
I did not try to steal
And
it.
you
It was an
said-
honest mistake.
And you said, oh, okay.
I have to wait 3 days before I
And
steal
that's
the
where you
cigars.
said, damn it. You found it.
Yes, it was. Oh, darn it.
So you open up the suitcase.
Don't
the
worry,
one-
I grabbed
the
a new one from the
place-
table today, and I replaced the one you took.
The one
No,
place
I haven't touched any of those.
we didn't check. And there it was.
Well, the minute we got to the hotel, I opened my bag, and lo and behold, there were 2 bags of cigars in there, almost identical, except for the War Bear.
right. So we drove back to Newark after the event.
Yes,
Is that where you're at?
yes. Drove back to Newark after the event.
Okay.
There was literally nothing to eat that night.
There was nothing to eat.
No place open. We drove
No.
around. There was a couple of strip clubs that
Yeah.
did maybe say buffets.
But were they strip clubs or were they dance places?
I'm not sure at this point because there were no blacked out windows. But maybe in Jersey they don't black out the windows.
I don't know if they're strip clubs, dude.
Hmm.
We'll have to fact check.
They
that.
had we don't fact check here.
It's
They
true.
had strip clubbish names.
Mhm.
So, but yeah. So where do we eat dinner at that night, Michael?
the Wawa.
We ate dinner at the Wawa.
Egg white omelet at the Wawa.
I don't think you really had an. Oh, is it egg whites? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yours looked like an egg in a bowl with some meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
You got,
I don't think I don't think it was mixed though, like an omelet would
No, they
have
just
been.
kind of threw it on top.
They just
Like
threw it on top of the egg.
So here you go.
I had a very delicious though chicken parmesan with bacon sandwich that was basically breaded with Parmesan cheese.
Amazing.
It was very good. It was quite good. A little heavy for midnight, but
yeah.
still, it
Hey,
was it was
Hey,
good.
you know, it helps you get that 3 hours of sleep that we got.
Yeah, so that's what we figured. So we're going, okay, we got to leave for the airport at 4 for a 6 a.m. flight. We got to return the car. We need to get up at 3:30.
Yeah.
So I set my alarm for 3:15,
Mm-hmm.
so I could get up, brush my teeth, and get out of the bathroom.
Right.
Because you had to, shower
Yes.
because I cleaned up the night before.
Yeah, you got to shower.
I even slept my clothes. I don't know if you noticed that, just to save time.
That's amazing.
Yes. Well, I figured, I'm just going
We
home.
had
so who
plenty of
cares?
time.
Well, apparently we did, because what happened at 3:30 in the morning, Mike?
Yeah, they canceled our flight.
Canceled the
That's why you booked the earliest flight home.
Right.
Because when shit goes awry, you can still make it home.
Well, when we checked the night before, we realized it was a 777, which is a huge plane.
Right. They changed it to that.
Right. Yeah. And it was 3/4 empty. So we thought, oh, this is perfect. Look, we'll have
Look,
like
we're
whole sections.
gonna run around in the back.
we're gonna sit in the back and play baseball or something back here.
Let's change our seats to where no one is,
Right.
and really piss off the one stewardess has got to go by. Fuck.
Fuck.
There's
they're
that.
only
You
back
want a
here.
soda? I'm like, no.
Here's your soda.
Right. Did you just throw something?
It was a Sharpie.
Oh, good.
I didn't throw it at Stan.
It's good.
He's a very angry man.
Yeah.
Very angry.
Stan.
Stan the man.
yeah.
So then that flight, like I said, had been canceled, and they put
Mhm.
us on the 7:00 flight.
They did.
So
Well, they gave us an option. And
Oh, was there an option?
Yeah.
What was the other option?
Whatever you want. Book the next. Book whatever flight. No problem.
Oh, they didn't
and
just
I was like,
automatically.
I'll take the 7.
Yeah. Oh well, why hang around?
Right. So, you got ready, right? And then I woke up.
Well, no, I went back to sleep too.
Yeah. So
I mean, I was
yeah.
really already ready. I brushed my teeth, so
Right. So
I
you're
know what to
ready.
do.
You were ready to go.
All I
You
did was
woke
take
up.
my shoes off.
You woke up before me again. You got everything ready, and then I got up, right,
Yes.
to go get in the shower.
Yes.
And what did you do?
I went back to sleep, but no, I made
that's not
coffee.
what- No.
What
You
did I
said,
do?
whoa, hold on. I got to blow my nose.
I had to blow my nose. The tissues were in the bathroom.
So I go, like that. And what did you say?
I will kill you.
I will fucking kill you. I will kill you.
I will kill you.
I was like, oh. And it wasn't a jovial, I will kill you. It was a, I have every intention of ending your life. I will kill you. And I said, oh, nice, Mike. I had no idea. And I'm the one that's hostile.
You are.
Huh.
Very hostile.
Hmm.
You've been hostile the entire trip. I thought I would fight back.
Interesting. I will fucking kill you.
I will fucking kill you.
Mhm.
So I went and blew my nose. I
So,
think I
yeah,
threatened to kill you 3 more
after
times.
making a verbal threat of ending my life, I decided to just tell you what the boarding number was and what our flight numbers were and what we were doing because it just wasn't, I wasn't about to get into a plastic fork knife fight with you to
Oh,
save
wait.
myself.
Let's talk about that briefly. Okay, we ate breakfast at the airport. It was a good breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Good breakfast.
It was
So
a
they give you a-
$65 breakfast.
Yeah, it
The
was very
bed
good.
wasn't
I finally got my Eggs Benedict I've been
Woo.
craving for months.
So
But anyway, you get a fork and a plastic knife.
yes.
Because it's very dangerous if they give you a knife.
Mm-hmm.
But then the coffee they gave me on the plane had a wooden stir stick with
Yeah.
a handle on one end and a very sharp point on it.
File
It was
down.
about this long. You didn't have to file it down. I could have killed a vampire with that thing.
Oh,
I picked it up in my hand. I'm
I
like,
feel like vampires have soft
I
skin.
could probably take over the plane right now if I
Right.
really had to.
Please
But
don't do
I'm
that.
very tired.
Yeah.
And I want to watch the movie that
I'll
Michael
tell you
said
what,
was
triple
very-
sevens are very nice though. It's a big plane.
Oh, but the TV, I like a big screen TV in the
slept
back.
like
of
a
the thing.
baby.
Slept,
Wasn't
well,
it?
you did. You
Yeah.
slept like a baby. I watched a movie.
That was nice.
I watched Guardian Angel or Angel Has Fallen or whatever it was.
And then we made it home.
And then we made it home.
So I made it in time for my son's baseball game.
No, they were leaving when we got there.
That was the opening day process thing.
Oh.
Like they do like a whole thing, and then the game actually wound up being at 4:00. But when we booked the flight,
Oh, so did you get to go home and then come back?
yeah,
okay.
I didn't know what time the game was going to be. They didn't state that when we booked the flight.
Gotcha,
That's why I was like,
gotcha.
all right, well, fuck it, we're gonna get the 6 a.m. We're gonna make sure we're home, and I'm not gonna have any issues.
Oh.
So
I
yeah,
see.
made it to the game, baby.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. All right, we're at 29 minutes here. We'll take a quick break, come back, finish off this trip. We have a little bit of news.
Take a break.
And then we'll wrap the show up.
I hope to Christ this video is recorded because last time
yes, it's recorded.
it was not.
Look, they had plenty of fun stuff to watch back then. There was a little bit of Greg playing Snake. It was they got to meet the new cameraman Stan. And
I was getting text messages from people like, "What the hell?"
I was too like, who is this guy? Oh, that's the new cameraman. That's Stan the man. He has an Instagram and he has quite the following now on
Fantastic.
Instagram. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Bye.
Break. Let me pee real quick.
There we go. Video's on.
Is it recording?
It is recording.
Oh God, I hope so.
And now, welcome back
Took my
to
headphones
a
off.
Cigar Hustler podcast.
During the break, took my headphones off. Now they don't feel right.
Oh, I'm very sorry. So, where are we at? So, we had plenty of time at the airport in Philadelphia.
Yep.
So, the lady from Clear noticed that we were standing there just trying to figure out what to do.
Tiara.
Yes. So she gave us her sales pitch,
Yes.
and she lied
She did lie.
because you did have to take off your shoes.
Yes, I did.
But we did find out that I am apparently a legacy.
You
member.
are.
Back when I originally started, I don't know when it was, I had signed up, but I let it go because I wasn't flying as much.
I mean,
So,
it was a great pitch, and I think that.
she was very good at it.
I think that it's going to be very advantageous for us. But
Right. For those of you that don't know, Clear is a way to expedite through the security process.
it's
It is
kinda-
not TSA pre-check, but
Right.
what they do is
it's like an express pass.
yes, you have been cleared. You know, I had to wait a while when I originally did it, but they just took you like that. So,
Yeah, they got
So-
a lot better at that.
well, because they didn't have pre-check back then, so it was
Right.
a way to go faster. But still, what they do is you expedite the line. You go and then they scan your eyes or your fingerprints, and there's no ID involved or anything. They guarantee who you are, and then they some airports like in Orlando, they used to take you put all your stuff in a little tray,
Right.
and then they walk you up, and they would literally put their arm out and go, "Excuse me, this man has Clear," and they would
Ooh.
stop the line, and you would go next.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was nice, baby. But in Jersey, it was just a separate line. But we did
Yeah.
not have to go through the snaky.
Yeah, and
thing, so
that thing was
that was long. So
chaotic. Now we got to get TSA pre-check.
yes. So anyway, the what we feel that she was misleading about it. She told Michael he may not have to take off his shoes.
I was like, do I have to take off my shoes? She's like,
She goes,
no, you'll be fine.
"No, you'll be
Yeah,
okay."
you don't have to take off your shoes. Okay.
No.
So I get there and I go, do I have to take off my shoes? And they said, yes. And I looked at Mike like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
took off my shoes, but
$179 or some shit.
I don't know if maybe now that I'm a legacy member, if I get charged or not. I've tried looking it up. It is not the title does not exist
It
anywhere.
hasn't
So
said anything.
I hope I've not been paying $179 for the last 15 years.
So you're a legacy member.
Yes.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I told the young ladies who were working the line I was legacy member, and they would go, "Ooh, la di da."
They probably don't even know what it means.
They
either.
probably don't know.
Like,
either.
be
They're probably
nice to
gonna go,
everybody
"Oh."
that pays for Clear.
Exactly.
I'm a Kamehameha member.
I think that we got home. Yeah, I guess that's
that was the trip.
that was the end of the
You
end of
covered
the
it.
trip.
You covered it.
Yeah. Okay, but that night I saw you were up quite late smoking with Mr. Drew Carpenter.
I
appeared.
was.
I didn't. I mean, I went home and
Oh, dude,
crashed. I mean,
well, you know, I was tired.
I was tired.
uh,
I laid down on my new couch on my patio because my wife was sitting outside. Her and Megan were sitting outside in the sun, and I said,
Yeah.
"Well, okay, I'll just lay here." I guess it
and-
got a little
oof.
windy. Well, above the couch, there's these two metal watering cans with flowers stuck in them, hanging on the wall. The wind blew so hard, it blew one off, and it hit me right on the top of the head when I was asleep.
Oh.
So, I mean,
I
I
think
was
your wife did it, and she was like, "Oh my god, the wind!"
right. So then they went shopping, and I said, "I'm just gonna stay home."
Ah.
Fell asleep in my chair.
I was exhausted.
I didn't make it till 7 o'clock. I don't think. I
So-
don't know how you were up. I mean, I saw the photo of you drinking Bang with your daughter strapped to your chest.
Yes. So let me tell you my strategy,
Okay.
and it backfired horribly.
Oh.
Said it that evening.
Oh, because okay, wait. Can we mention what your wife said on the phone first? When you get home, I'm checking out. You have the children.
Yeah, well, you know, she had a long,
She had a long weekend, she did.
Yeah.
But did that actually happen?
No, I mean, you know, I did stuff, but she still helped.
Oh.
She's not that person.
All right.
So,
I was so hoping that.
So I was
I was
hanging out.
picturing her sitting up at home with a glass of wine and
It's your problem now, motherfucker.
clove cigarette, just
that,
going.
That didn't happen.
Mommy's not here, children.
No,
Mommy has left the building.
no, she's not like that. As much as she would love to be like that, it's just
Right.
not. It's not in her DNA. So, let me tell you what I did, and it did not work well for me.
Yes.
Like I'm used to work. When I worked at the bar, I would work a 12-hour shift.
Right.
Right. So it was 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So what I would do is I'd go to high school. I'd get out at 2:40. I'd go hit the gym, and then I'd go to work. Right.
When were you sleeping?
Yeah. No, I didn't really.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I would do is I would take small interval naps for like 5 or 10 minutes in the bathroom by myself.
At school?
No, at work.
Oh, at work.
I go, all right, I'm going to kill it for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to get up, right? So I've done that at home before when we've had people over. I'm like, I'm going to go fucking
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna go pass out for 5 minutes and then operate, and it works out well. I didn't bring my phone with me, so there's no timer this time.
Oh.
So I went and I was like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes for 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes turned into 20, buddy. So 20 minutes later, my wife came in to check
In the bathroom.
Where the hell am I?
All right, Michael.
And then she saw me pass out on the floor. She's like, "What
On
in
the floor?
hell?" Yeah,
Oh, not even in the
there's
bathroom.
carpet in the floor on the bathroom floor.
Oh, I
The
pictured
little-
you.
the
I
little
pictured
section.
you sitting on the toilet leaning
No,
against the
no,
wall.
no, I was on
Drool
the
coming out of your face.
I was on the carpet.
Oh,
So, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, "Oh, geez,
dude, busted.
sorry, this was a little bit longer than I thought it would be." So, yeah, but I was good after that. 20-minute power nap. Boom, ready to rock and roll.
I ran a couple of errands and I think I fell asleep at a red light.
Yeah.
I mean, because I heard beep beep. Oh, hey, here we go.
Well, it finally caught up to me last night.
Oh,
I was dead.
did you?
Yeah, I died.
I was okay yesterday
Like
for the most part. but
8:30. I was asleep on the
but
patio.
Since we had the tile guy coming, the middle of our house is empty, shoved into all the other rooms. So we're all going, well, there's really no place to sit. So we went to bed early last night too, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I think I'm back to normal now.
Yeah, I think I got like 11 hours or some shit.
Woo! Good show. See, you're not as young as you used to be, Michael.
No, I'm not. It's true. I'm older than what I once was.
You poor thing.
So yeah. All right, let's get some news going.
All right, we have some news.
Yes. Yes.
Padilla Cigars hires Todd Vance as director of sales.
Yeah, I saw that.
Padilla said, and a formal announcement is
Padilla.
forthcoming.
It's fucking
Padilla?
Padilla.
Oh, okay, Padilla. But added that he wanted to get through some administrative things before the announcement is made. Vance had previously been the director of sales for Cornelius and Anthony,
Yes.
a position he held back in January 2016 until spring of 2019. So he was there for 3 years almost, two
And
and a
where to
half
go
years.
after that?
Then he joined White Hat Distribution, now known
Yes.
as La Familia Robana. And
Spence.
similar so he worked for Spence for roughly 6 months.
So what happened?
What happened? Well, evidently it's very hard to work for Spencer, I'm thinking.
Is it? You think so?
He also...
Is that what Todd Vance said in the comment?
No. There's been no comment from Mr. Vance. He just posted this. But I saw it and I'm like, well, Todd's been on the show. He was...
Yeah, I have his number. Hey, so you're on the show. What happened?
What happened?
I don't know if we get the real answer.
I don't think we would. He seems very political.
Mm-hmm.
But evidently it's very hard to work for Mr. Spencer Drake.
Huh. Spence,
I
we
wonder
have questions.
I wonder if he still has his social media director because I have not seen any an overwhelming social media posting.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably call Adrian Acosta and ask him.
And get the 411.
I think at this point he would not say anything bad either.
Huh.
Maybe we need to call Spence late at night when he's on drinking.
Yes.
Or
Hey, you're on the show. So what happened with Todd?
what happened to Todd? Was maybe some advances that Todd didn't accept or something with a yoga ball or something?
Maybe he didn't pay him.
Oh.
He wanted to get paid. Oh shit.
Josh Fabello tells a very humorous Spencer Drake story when they were both at Cornelius and Anthony. And in the transition of Spence going to White Hat, starting White Hat, there was a large meeting that everybody from Cornelius and Anthony were called into the office for this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Spence didn't show.
Oh.
Didn't answer the phone. Couldn't get a hold of him. And then they saw a posting on Instagram. He was in Cuba with Orochi.
Oh.
So they figured he was not coming to the meeting.
He was obviously gone.
he had gone. So, and that transitions us into the next story, Michael.
Oh, tell me.
Cuba Habanos announced in a crowded, camera-filled conference room on the Havana Convention Center. Habanos officials reported revenue of $531 million for 2019.
American.
Yes, which is
Woo.
called a 2% increase over the sales volume 2018.
$500 million.
Commercial Vice President of Habanos was the lead speaker on Monday morning. And then they listed, I would like you to try to guess, Michael, I have the top 5 countries that buy from the Cuban made cigar. Would you like to try to guess any of them or in a particular order, Michael?
Ooh. Germany.
Germany's number 4.
Okay. Let me see. Italy.
Nope, Italy's not on the list.
Okay. All right. Colombia.
Not on the list.
Mm.
You get one more guess, then I'm just going to read the list.
And then you're gonna give up. Mexico.
Not on the list.
Canada.
Not on the list.
Ow, wow.
You're just going to start yelling out countries now? I feel you're not.
I
even
started
trying
that at the
anyway.
beginning of this conversation.
Oh.
I knew Germany.
Okay, the number one consumer of these particular Cuban cigars is Spain.
Okay.
Number 2 is China.
China.
3 is France.
France.
4, Germany.
Yes.
And then number 5 is Cuba itself.
Oh.
They're growing 2% in values, and the market of cigars has been stable for some years in our geographic areas, he said, naming regions that were performing particularly well. He pointed to Spain, which had a 4% growth.
Wow.
And Central, 4% growth. The Americas up 5%, and Central Caribbean up 9%. The only decreased revenue at the conference was Asia. And they don't know if that, well, that wouldn't have been at that time. Gonzalez said sales in Asia were down 3%.
And they said the United States is number 1 in knockoffs?
Yes. Yes. Their knockoff cigars are number 1 in Miami.
I believe it.
So, moving on. Very long story about the thing. We have a coronavirus update, Michael.
Okay.
Okay. Japan closes schools nationwide to control spread of virus.
Ooh.
Japan will close all elementary, junior, and high schools after a plea by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Government officials said on Thursday the measure affects 12.8 million students at 34,847 schools nationwide. The Education Ministry said, according to the Associated Press. The decision comes amid growing concerns about the rise in the number of untraceable cases of the virus in northern Japan and elsewhere. Japan now has more than 890 cases of the coronavirus, including 705 from a quarantined cruise ship. An 8th death from the virus was confirmed Thursday in Japan's northernmost island of Hokkaido, now considered a site of growing clusters of coronavirus. Abe's announcement came hours after several local governments announced their own decision to suspend classes.
Aha.
Now for the bad news, Michael.
Tell me.
Coronavirus has hit Florida. This
It's
is as
here.
of today. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a public health emergency after confirming the state's first 2 presumed positive cases of the coronavirus. Those cases involve residents of Manatee and Hillsborough counties in the Tampa Bay area.
Ooh.
Late Sunday night, DeSantis issued an executive order directing State Surgeon General Scott Ravicki, probably saying that wrong, to declare a public health emergency as Florida tries to control the spread of the contagious disease known as COVID-19. Okay, I would do a voice. I've been working with federal partners and our Department of Health to ensure that communities are ready to handle the challenges presented by COVID-19, DeSantis said in a prepared statement. The dedicated professionals in our country's health department, as well as those working at local medical providers, are well equipped to address these and future cases. The cases in Manatee and Hillsborough counties are the first in Florida, as the virus has spread to dozens of countries after starting in China. The first U.S. death from the disease was reported Saturday in Washington State. You know anything about that? It was an older gentleman? Or?
Older guy.
Okay, well,
With health issues.
Yep, there you go. The
So,
Manatee
like,
County.
I-
What? Sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
No, I want you to keep going.
All right. The Manatee County case involves an adult who does not have a history of traveling to countries that have been identified for restricted travel by the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The Department of Health Aid said the persons whose name, age, and gender were not released sought health care and will remain isolated until cleared by public health officials.
Okay.
The Hillsborough County case, though, involves an adult with a history of traveling to Italy, which is under a travel warning from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention because of an outbreak in the respiratory illness. The Hillsborough County patient is isolated and will remain so until cleared by public health officials, the Department of Health said.
Okay.
Let's see, we have something about Miami here. Department of Health facility statement released Sunday sought to give assurances about the state's response to the 2 cases. Know what you were going to say, Michael?
It's like a flu virus. I don't,
It is. The more, the longer this is going on,
right?
you're getting panic stories from the media.
They're doing a great job of
They're
that.
doing a great job of starting panic.
Mhm.
But I have, because I follow this because it's affecting my business.
Right.
Because in China now they are quarantined by area. Interstate travel is not, or inter-country
Ooh.
travel. So raw materials are getting harder to move around.
Okay.
Workers aren't going back to work.
Mhm.
There's fear. So some people are just staying home out of fear. In other places, they're told not to go to work because in those large factories, a lot of people-to-people contact in those.
Yeah, but they don't have the
Those
medical
factors.
systems that we have here.
No, they don't. That's why it was so worse there. I mean, if
Right.
you're living in a house with a dirt floor and you catch the flu, you're going to die.
Right.
So, I mean, you catch a coronavirus and then the flu takes you and then,
I mean, you catch the flu here, you have a good chance you're going to live.
Right, exactly. Well, they're
Just-
saying still more people have already died from the flu than this coronavirus.
Right.
I'm sorry, I lost track of what we were talking about.
So what's the big deal?
Oh, that's right. Doctors here are saying, or the head doctor I saw on some news show on TV is saying it's really not that big a deal, and the mask thing is just kind of ridiculous.
No, but it never
because
warms up.
If I have it and I'm wearing and you wear a mask, you're still going to get it from me.
Right.
But if I have it and I wear a mask, when I cough and sneeze, the germ stays inside the mask.
Aha.
So it doesn't transfer
The
to
high
you.
is going to be
So
40
that's it. And they're all saying still it's the wash your hands thing.
You know,
just stay clean, people.
So
Don't
let me
touch people.
So let me tell you a couple things that happened that were pretty funny. So obviously we went to Costco and it was more Thunderdome-y than ever.
Oh yeah, I've read that in different areas. People are starting to stockpile supplies.
Yeah. So like it was.
Do you know if they
We
booked
walked
an
in.
order?
What the fuck is going on here? It was worse than I have ever seen it, and like the level of rudeness is just through the roof.
Are they wearing gloves and things?
There are some people wearing masks.
There was one family that had quite the elaborate mask with the respirator thing in the middle, like they were cutting wood on a saw.
On the airport.
On the
airplane?
airplane we were on.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any, just the one family, I believe. But even the small child had a mask on.
Yeah, but the only one
And
that had
that-
the respirator was the dad.
That is true. Well, yeah. And the son, but the mother did not.
Oh.
So the family name will live on. But the child was so small, his mask almost covered his eyeballs. So it was, more of a blindfold.
Very silly. So, the other thing is,
Yes.
it's really gotta suck. It's gotta suck to be Asian right now and like sneeze in public.
Oh, I know.
Because it happened when I was in Costco. I was like,
Did
that,
they just club him and kill him and
you
let
know
him?
that everybody was probably looking at that person like, oh, no.
And he probably has no accent, and
Yeah.
he's Hawaiian.
There's probably some American person just had to sneeze.
When we were walking through the
Okay.
Philly airport, we did pass a gentleman who turned his head to be polite and coughed right on me,
That was good.
and just kept walking. And I'm like, oh, this is where I die. This is it.
And then he wipes you with his hands.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
my
I'm
bad.
so
Let me get
sorry,
that off
sir.
of you.
Let me get that off.
Yeah. So.
All right, we have a listener of the week.
Well, you didn't want to talk about the HR bill? Come on, we gotta bring it
No.
up.
Why? Everybody's already talked about
Just
it.
briefly
It's
talk
so
about it, just touch it.
passe, no, something. Okay, the HR bill.
You don't have to read the whole thing. That's
I'm not.
That's a
because
lot.
It is a lot.
So a
I don't even know
bill
where
has
to start.
passed the
A
House.
bill had passed once known as a doomsday scenario for the cigar industry. Various exemptions have been added to some parts of the bill. More importantly, the bill will still need to pass the state and be signed into law by President Donald Trump
Well, it
before
has to
becoming
pass the
law.
Senate.
This says has to. Yeah, it's passed the Senate. What did I say?
You said state.
Oh, pass the Senate and be signed into law by President Donald Trump.
Right, which-
I like how Skip is just posting on Facebook. Has anybody seen Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah, if you've seen Schoolhouse Rock, I'm just the bill. I'm like, that's awesome.
I'm just a bill.
It's so true,
Well,
though.
It is.
It's like, hey.
It's true.
So,
But they will, let's see, includes a host of changes to the law, most notably a ban on online sales of some cigar and e-cigarettes 2 years after the bill is passed. The non-face-to-face sales of tobacco vaping products should be banned. Ban on flavored tobacco, increase in user fees. E-cigarettes, vaping products will be charged. They get charged special user fees. Let's see, graphic warning labels on cigarettes. Don't they already know? Graphic? Where they got photos of
maybe.
people's... ban cigar companies from producing most swag. Oh, I didn't know that. No more swag. Marketing restrictions finally would create a provision where large traditional cigars that cost at least $12 would be exempt from substantial equivalency.
Right.
In the interview last night, Skip explained why that is just ridiculous
Yeah.
to start with. Because, I mean, where's $12 where who? Because taxes are higher in some areas than others. So, I mean, if it's an $8 cigar here, it could be a $12 cigar somewhere else.
Right.
So, that's just ridiculous. The provision seems unlikely to be upheld as constitutional, and enforcement would be even more confusing. Depending on the state tax on cigars, many cigars would meet. That was what we
Right.
just explained. Let's see. How?
So it's got to pass Senate, which you want.
It's got to pass Senate, what you want. Yeah. So it's.
But everybody's very intelligent when it like that's the crazy part for me in this industry is like somebody reads one article
Yes.
and all of a sudden the knowledge and information that they have is just unrivaled. You know?
Oh, I know. Some people are so serious about it.
And even with the FDA stuff, like I was talking to some people, and I won't disclose where. I'm going to say that now so that you don't throw me under the bus. And they were talking about different things with FDA that were just totally not accurate. Like, and I even told them, like, you're way off base. Like, you don't even. I don't know where you heard that, or where you get your information from, but the fact of the matter is, the things that you are telling your customers are completely inaccurate.
I wasn't there for that conversation.
No,
but-
you weren't.
So that's
You
that's
actually
fine.
weren't there for that.
No.
But
But we will get into this more on the Patreon.
We
for
will.
those that do participate in that.
we absolutely will.
We'll get into more of who, what, where, when, and how this all took place. Yes, the details.
Devil's in the
You are very correct. So I mean, somebody hears something and they say something, and
Yeah, it's like,
next
oh.
next you know, we're having sword fights over the
I'm like-
cigars. And
Yeah. The argument of substantial equivalence. I'm like, well, do you know that something passed? No.
oh, I was there for that.
Like, yeah, something did pass substantially.
Yeah, you're like, okay, guess what cigar was?
Yeah.
And they're all throwing out these huge
Yeah.
names.
I'm like, nope.
Nope, not it.
Black and mild, bro.
Black and Mild. So Black and Mild can keep making their cigars the rest of their life.
Boom.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, if they were like entrenched in the information, and which I'm not, but I actually have enough friends that are,
Yes.
they would have already got that information. So. Moving on.
Moving on, listener of the week,
Listener of the week.
Cigar Craig, that we met in Philadelphia Tobacco event. He has his own cigar website, cigarcraig.com. That has been around for 10 years. 10 years, sorry. We'd like to thank Craig for making the trip out to see us.
Yes.
And we appreciate that.
Listener of the week.
Listener of the week. Do you know? Okay, I listened to Cigar Authority yesterday while I was cutting the grass.
Uh-huh.
I listened to them. I mean, I'll admit, I listened to them.
Oh, okay.
They now have a bell.
You think they got it from you?
I think they could not get their hands on a gong, so they have a bell. I forget what the bell was for, but they did give somebody a bell for something.
There's a bell involved.
Now they have a bell ding instead of the gong, so I think it was some type of listener of the week thing. I don't remember.
They probably got it from you.
I would imagine so,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think
because
so.
they are the number 2 show on
They are, and they got to try and catch up.
That's right. And this Friday, we will be at the Podfest, the world's largest
we
podcasting conference
Which should be
and trade
interesting.
show.
Yeah. good
We
to-
have been requested to attend by our
Yeah.
sponsor. What do we call the sponsor? Our provider.
Our provider.
Our provider, Podbean, was very nice to gift
us
us
some tickets.
some tickets to appear. So we will be there representing the show.
We should get segues for it.
Ride them around,
Hoverboards.
run into people. That would be nice.
Da-da-da.
All right, we're at 51 minutes. I have a quick story, and then
Yes.
we can get out of here and let these people
Tell
get
me
back
the
to their
story,
normal lives.
Michael. Tell me the
All
story.
right, I was talking to my wife when we were in Philadelphia,
Uh-huh.
and
oh,
she
yes. You,
she
you wouldn't tell me the
I
story.
want to tell you a story. She had a friend call her from Missouri that she grew up with,
Mm-hmm.
a woman that she's known for quite a long time, and the lady was either in Florida, coming to Florida. I wasn't, paying 100% attention to the story. But at some point of the story, the woman brought up a cigar that she enjoys smoking.
Yes?
Now, this woman didn't normally smoke cigars, from what I understand, but she started talking to my wife about cigars. My wife was just sitting there thinking, God bless it, I cannot get away from this man now.
I can't escape.
Her and her friends are now talking about cigars when they have their little chit-chats on the phone.
Very nice.
Adrian asked me about, have you heard of the champagne cigars? Like, well,
Oh,
it has to be
Perdomo.
champagne Perdomo. I go, do you want to try one? She goes, No, I go, because it doesn't taste like champagne. Not at all.
Right.
No champagne flavor at all. But
I think they've gotten away from that saying. They call it like just the noir now or something.
I got you. Yes.
Mhm.
Adrian said she was thinking that she could not get away
You're
from
like,
me
"God
and the
damn it."
cigars, even if she wanted to.
You leave and I still get this.
And my friends are now calling me to talk about cigars and want to know what you thought about it. I'm like, oh,
Ridiculous.
Well, there you go.
Hmm.
So I told you, you are stuck now. You are the wife of Mike too.
The legend.
Soon, I assume that's what she will be called.
Owner of Cigar Hustler.
Well, that was funny because when they tagged both of us in Skip's comment last night, I naturally assumed it was a show, not the shop.
Right.
So, but it was the shop and
Well, hey.
my partial ownership. I hope Greg's not mad because now he's not included.
not-
in the-
we don't even mention him.
Nobody even talks about
It's
Greg
not like you can
anymore.
tag him on Facebook.
That is true. That is true.
That's a great story.
Thank you. I thought it was quite funny.
There's no escape.
There's no escape. for
Once
her
you're
now.
in, you're in.
That's right. They just keep pulling me back.
Hey.
in. Yes. So it was a good trip.
Yeah. It was a good trip.
It was
But it's good to be
very
home.
cold. Let's not go up the cold weather area.
I
in the
told you I made a
wintertime.
mistake.
Well, even if it had been the right shop, it still would have been cold.
It still would have been a mistake.
No more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Hawaii next. Hawaii.
Hmm. I
go
only know a
visit
couple
that-
of retailers in Hawaii.
You only need the one.
It's true.
As long as I place an order while we're there.
It's got to be a big order to
Big
go.
order to go to Hawaii. That's
Yeah.
true. You know what? My wife would be so mad. She wants to go to Hawaii. It's on her
We're going to
bucket
Hawaii.
list. to
We
go to Hawaii.
would, if I could take pictures of us on the beach.
Drinking,
Just laying out, smoking
arms
a
interlocked,
cigar,
drinking
just
little
like-
drinks and pineapples with umbrellas on
We
them.
do the prom picture.
Go to the hula show and
Be amazing.
pictures of us up there hulaing with the
Yeah.
girls shaking our hips.
Absolutely.
Oh, it'd be a great trip.
Hawaii.
Great trip. While we're wearing Postania shirts.
We go see my boy Mike.
We got a call late one night. This is another quick story. Late one night on the trip from, I forget who it was from. He had a bet with a gentleman in the shop he was in on how to pronounce the brand of your cigars.
Oh, my boy J-Dub.
J-Dub. That's right. That's who it was. He just wanted to talk to you for a minute so you could tell his friend how to pronounce the name of the cigar.
I really wish I knew how that conversation went down. Cause the
That's
guy
what would have
was
been
like-
funny. Then they go,
Because he's like, I'll call him right now.
you don't know him.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'll call him.
Yeah.
It's 10:30 at night.
He's not going to answer.
You're not going to answer. You're not calling us, man.
Don't put me to the test.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, ring.
I'll answer the goddamn phone.
Mike, tell this guy how to say the name of your cigar.
Postania.
Postania. The guy was calling it Postani, I think, which is just the.
The phonetic spelling is on the box.
I think you did tell the guy.
I couldn't
that.
make this any more easy for you other than giving it some simple name. Jejune name.
Just call it the POW
Cigar
with the funny P on it.
with a C.
All right. Well, this has been episode 111.
111.
Cigar Hustlers podcast. Thank you, everyone who came out to see us at the event or at one of the shops, because we hung out at one shop for one or
some
two.
time.
Well, somebody was coming by, so we stayed
Yes,
longer.
Fred.
So, Fred, that's right, Fred.
Yes. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Fred, for coming out to see us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'd like to send me a peanut butter and jelly bacon cheeseburger from Lucky's,
I can't imagine it tastes really good
829
3 days
Deltona
later.
Boulevard. Well, overnight it.
Because you're worth it.
I am worth it.
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, and the onion straws too.
Oh, you only ordered them. You took like 2 bites.
I do. Well, there was quite the pile of onion straws.
Uh-huh.
I ate a considerable amount of onion straws, but they just never ended. It just didn't seem.
And you guys are judging me for eating the burger without the bun.
Well, that's what holds the peanut butter and the jelly
Hey,
together.
look, man,
was
I
the
got
bun.
a fork. I'm happy.
I don't think you had the full
You
experience.
will not deter
not?
me from my goals.
You did
Michael.
not have the full experience.
You will not deter me.
I will kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, I know you will. And that's when we started getting separate rooms on these trips. All right, cool, Mike. So, did you get a room? Oh no. I'm like, okay. Well, you can go sleep in the car. I got the one
Kill
king
you
size,
and take your room.
all by myself. So
You'll wake up tied up in the bathroom.
I don't believe you. You can try. You want a shot at the title, bud? You go ahead and you try.
I'll drug you.
that I believe. That
You'll
I do
feel a
believe.
small prick on the back of your neck.
Why am I?
What was that? It's
here,
like,
here, drink this.
oh.
You Bill Cosby.
Here, have this bang, Michael.
Why
Why-
do I feel so?
Oh, you did say
woozy?
you almost drank on my bang. I could have drugged
Oh
that.
man, that would have been so bad.
That would have been bad.
Mhm.
I did wait till you got it right up to your mouth to tell you though.
That's
like,
mine. That's mine.
son of a bitch. All right, guys.
right.
Thank you very much. We're gonna go. All right.
Bye.
Bye. The Cigar Hustlers podcast, its owners, and its sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show's host, Mike Stepankevich, with any feedback or suggestions that you have for their shows. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo, the
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
moderator.
You let him fuck it up all the way. All right,
I gotta get past Hojo!
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not
record.
even trying.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast,
Maybe
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Mike Squared.